Okay, we are live. Good to see so many wonderful people here, as always. And it is now Sunday evening here in Norway. And this should be a good time to have a, shall I do my little joke? An informal, hopefully not infernal joke. No, chat. I messed up my joke. This should be a good time to have an informal, hopefully not infernal chat there. I hopefully said it correctly there. Um, Angela, KP Heathen, Jake, Margot, uh, Katsgonom, and lots of other people here already. Mr. Nodules, Fear the Honey Badger, hello again. Wonderful. Good to see you all. Um, I'm just going to give it a few seconds and then um, I'm going to get into the matter. This is an interesting one. Trun, hi there. Curtis, Luke and Mom, Knut, Lisa, New Orks, Brian. As always, it's wonderful to have so many wonderful people here. By the way, if you want to join the chat, you need to be a subscriber. I have found that that's a good way to prevent the worst trolls from trolling here. Trolling. And we have a wonderful community here. I enjoy my time here live streaming. I enjoy it a lot. So, okay. Now, I have mentioned briefly the dead internet theory before. And the theory is that basically on the internet, the information and the people you meet there are fake. They're not real, they are AI generated. Now, I don't think we are there yet. I hope we will never get there. But the question is interesting. Did the internet secretly die? Now, what is the internet? Not talking about technical terms here, but what is the internet? Well, the internet is a place where you can go and search and find information, right? Websites, so on and so on. Is the internet still like that? Or is it like it's being controlled so much now that we can't really say that we're doing a search. We are being handed information that someone wants us to have, you know, and other information is hidden from us. Let me give you an example. As you may know, I have been very interested in the big cough that swept the planet. Reminds me of I think it's a line from Enslaved, that's a Norwegian black metal band. As fire swept clean the earth. Well, it wasn't that dramatic at all, but we had a thing, the big cough. It was global, sort of. And then they handed out the big cough medicine. And some people had a little bit too much of Uncle Bill's cough medicine, right? And there are some side effects apparently. And I'm just joking. This is just a big joke, you know. Nothing to see, nothing to hear here, nothing at all. Just a big joke. Uncle Bill's cough medicine. We're just talking in riddles here and avoiding the little buzzy bees that are listening, you know. But anyway, so there was this research report saying that Oh, basically, um, which word should use here? Your ability to, I'll get old-fashioned. If you're a man, your ability to sire um, a son or a daughter was reduced because of the count of certain important elements in what is needed. And so I wanted to read about that, and I have read about it, but I then wanted to read about it again, and then suddenly it was, fact check. I went to Google, which is a joke, and it was like fact check no, and fact check no, fact check, like the whole first page, and I think the second page on Google was like that. The same exact words. Now, this is not really about the big cough medicine and the effects of that. It's about this question. All those articles, fact check no, and then refuting a proper research paper. All those articles, do you think those were written or copy paste by real people, or were they generated by AI? I'll just give you a few seconds there, and I'll just have to sort something out there. Hold on. Okay. What do you think? Patricia says generated. Yeah, that's what I think as well. And then another question, of course, is how. This is just one example. How much of this is going on? How much of this is going on? Because here you have some, proper research, and it doesn't fit the narrative. So they just use some kind of mechanism, some AI, some automated mechanism to just push that down, hide it from you. And this one, went a little bit viral, and then they have to refute it. Fact check no, and then the words that I can't say here on this Joko platform that is YouTube. Um, I think it's AI. And I think it's built into the internet to such a degree now that we don't really, at the internet that we used to know as a search engine, it's dead. That's what I think. And I asked myself the other day, are you using the internet anymore? No, I'm not. I'm not using the internet anymore. And I can see that on my search history. Um, I have, there are a couple of websites I use my where I log my training, and I ordered some at my little axe and some boots, Viking boots. You'll see them in the video, by the way. Well, we don't know. This is YouTube. If you're really lucky, you'll see it in you'll see that video. And yeah, so apart from that, I've checked the news, the weather. That's it. That's it. And I I don't. What can I say? It's like, are you is it the same with you guys? Now I know that you are real people. I know that, but um, it's not like now some people will say that all the profiles you will meet are will be AI. I don't think that's the case. Why would it be the case? What's the advantage in that? No, but I think that information is being controlled to such a degree now that it's just a joke, really, and you can't find objective information. Especially, well, you shouldn't use Google, of course. Search Google it. It's it's become a verb. That's crazy when you think about it. Now, so it's like where are we heading? And I think that the internet was, it was such a great thing. It was so awesome. And then certain people felt that they were losing power over the information. Now, who controls those who control information control the people, right? So, of course, they would want to control information. And to do that, they would have to kill the internet as we knew it. And I think we are witnessing that now. We are seeing that now. Um, we will be left with stupid, just look at what YouTube is pushing, it's a joke. I mean, YouTube, come on. It's like, so, and yeah, I think they wanted to take back that control, and they have done that. Why wouldn't they? And that's basically what I wanted to say. So that's it, live stream over. But no, seriously, I think we need to have a conversation about this. Um, and yes, there are other search engines, absolutely, and I do use other search engines. Um, and what's that? Yandex, is it? Carly Rose. Thank you for that. I'll check that out. I haven't heard about that one. Um, um, yeah. Franklin, well, I don't know what to say. I can't really say much about that, but uh, I'll check out Yandex. I've never heard about it before. Um, oh, Knut, well, thank you. Thanks a lot for that donation. Um, no, I'll never stop. Absolutely, absolutely. But if YouTube is continuing down this road, I do understand that my days on YouTube are numbered. Sorry guys, but I see where this is going. Let's hope that we can fight back. And there is basically only one way to tell YouTube that uh, it, they need to change their ways, and it's only one way, uh, and it's to watch videos and live streams from those creators you want on YouTube, and do not watch the other ones. It is that simple and difficult, because you have to search for those creators, because then they don't they like, I want my videos will not show up in the recommended section and so on. And Rumble, yeah, I'm on Rumble. I said, because of the views there are very low, I haven't made $10 yet. Actually, I haven't even made $2 yet, and I've been there for 2 years or something like that. Now, um, I don't want to come across as someone who is complaining a lot. Some people say I'm complaining a lot. I should be lucky and thankful just to be here And if I expect money from what I'm doing, I'm a hypocrite and so on. There are people out there with that kind of attitude. I don't care about people like that, and they can say what they want, and they can go into a dark room and fondle their private parts. I don't care. Let them do what they want. They are idiots. Um, what we need to realize here is that this is much more serious than one platform, social media platform like YouTube, becoming this sinking ship, and all the rats will at some point leave the ship, right? Not talking about the creators, talking about the owners. But this is, I mean, the internet is something that we should fight for the internet, actually. We should fight for the internet by using other search engines, by watching those video creators and bloggers and what have you, who are independent voices. And we should not watch the crap that they want us to watch. Boycott those, okay? That's, I just, you know, it's like when I've, I've said it many times, I guess. YouTube wants me to watch, no, the YouTube algorithm wants me to watch um, girls in their 20s in very little clothing when I search for bushcraft videos. That's what I mean. Again, it's ridiculous, you know. And I've never ever clicked on any of those thumbnails because I need to do my best to tell YouTube that they should not recommend videos like that. So we are going to have to fight a little bit, okay? And we fight. Why should we fight? We should fight so that we can keep the internet for the next generations because it's a great thing. I mean, we are now talking together. It's awesome. And I hate the idea that the internet, so called internet of the future, that our kids and grandkids, will be using is just a machine that is feeding them opinions and misinformation. Misinformation. Okay. And I can't really explain more what I mean by that because of the rampant censorship on the entire Google effing platform and YouTube. So, now yoga pants, that's become like a joke. My lifting channel, my training vlog, as I've gained weight, my training pants are a little bit like yoga pants now. I realize that, so it's funny. Patricia, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Um, well, if you're watching my lifting channel, maybe you shouldn't because I do wear tight pants in my lifting videos. Yeah, it's here's another thing I've discovered, and this one is I'm suspecting that this is the case, and I'm pretty sure about it. There is ageism on YouTube, which means that when you reach a certain age, and they will know because they have all your Google information, when you reach a certain age, they will just push your channel down. There might be exceptions, but basically that's what they're going to do. And I've seen many examples of that. And I remember when I studied economics and business administration, that as a phenomenon was something that you can observe in business cultures. And why it happens is, Mr. Lennybach, thank you so much for your donation. You guys are being very kind. Um, yeah, so why does it happen? Why do these companies practice ageism, where they discriminate people above a certain age? Why? It's stupid to do that. Um, Statistically, people, I think it was like people in their 50s are more productive than people in their 20s or something like that. Um, but still, I think that's also quite rampant on YouTube. I don't have any data on that, but I think that I suspect there's something in the algorithm that kicks in when the creator reaches a certain age. I don't know. I just suspect that to be the case. Um, so, okay. Uh, um, so let's see here. Yeah, CH. We're all annoyed with the yoga pant girls that is being recommended when we want to watch outdoors and bushcraft videos. And I have this idea, and I'm going to do it at one point. I'm going to get a photo of um, a butt, not female, not naked, no, but in tight pants, something that will be the thumbnail, and I will put myself like tiny, tiny picture of myself in the corner doing something bushcraft. That will be the thumbnail, and it will be a big joke. But yeah, I'm going to do it at one point. um, Slustukin 67. Thank you so much for that donation. That's very kind of you. You're writing that you love my Viking videos. Thank you. And that I've inspired your daily forest walks. Thank you for that. I'm glad to hear that. Um, okay, let's scroll down here. um, it's because the yoga pants thing, it's related. It then shows you popular recommendations. No, this happened before I started. No, the yoga pant thing happened before, much longer before I started the exercise channel. So let's see here. Um, the Englander says 100% is probably to promote younger creators who create that type of content. SEX sells and more views is less and less. More views equals less attention span and more chances to get young people addicted, more control. Yeah, I guess it is. Um, Kappa, where are you from? Thank you for the donation, by the way. I don't know what kind of currency that is. I've never seen it before here. Isn't it sad that yoga and actual Hindu pagan practice is being used in such perverted way in the West? Well, I guess you have a point there. And but I would like to know where you're from. Okay, so we're moving into kind of the age of misinformation, and that's a message that I could make a video about on the main channel, and I would get a thumbs up from YouTube if I said that the heroes of this tale is Google and YouTube because they're fighting misinformation. uh, no, no, they're not. Um, but I will say that they're not the only ones dealing with. I'll have to mind my words here. Dealing with. Oh, Kappa is from India. Wonderful. Um, let's see here. Google and yeah, so now we had a little bit of a distraction. So the misinformation is coming from above, right? Like that. Um, but there are also independent, so-called independent creators, obviously trying to send out misinformation. Of course, there are lots of crazy people out there uh, with crazy ideas. Um, so, um, so Vex says that's Indian rupee. You should know this by your profession. What? Uh, okay, that's nice. I should know this. CH is asking, do you guys feel more disconnected with technology? I do. And I've Checky Powell is saying, aren't you a banker? What? Me? I'm not a banker. I'm a novelist. I had, but I went to university and studied economics and business administration. But that's not my field of work. I'm a novelist. So, but anyway, yeah, it's funny. Elon Musk now is right wing conspiracy theorist, isn't he? That's funny. Uh, am I your banker? Um, so okay. Now, um, I will say that when here's what I do when people say Google it, I say no, don't Google it. Use the internet, but you should use a search engine that doesn't give you ready-made opinions and that doesn't give you search results that are, dare I say, obviously AI generated, because it's not healthy for your mind. You know, um, you should be challenged intellectually every day, um, and I can't see that's not where Google is heading. And now the big question here. Here's another question for you guys. Do you think that at some point in the near future, Google will make it so, and now you guys are going to write they've already made it so, but Google will make it so that you can't, as I'm saying this, okay, that you can't use other search engines. And as I said that, um, I remember a news article where Google at least tried to do that. I think was it Google? Maybe some of you remember. Um, so then you would have a complete lockdown of the internet, right? And you would have information being suppressed at a level that we haven't seen yet, and we wouldn't even know. And they could then kill the internet, and they could replace it without people knowing with a mock internet where it feels like, for most people, that you are on the internet, that you are searching, that you're getting search results, but it's all engineered, right? It's all made so that you're going to start thinking in a certain pattern and have certain opinions. Wouldn't that be practical? I mean, for people who want complete control, complete power, and a complete wealth transfer, wouldn't that be, you know, fantastic for them? Wouldn't that be perfect? I mean, that's the only thing that's what they want, you know. Um, am I wrong? And people are saying it's already engineered. We're already there. 2002, the internet died, and uh, so on. Lots of opinion on this. Lots of opinions. Um, and okay, yeah. Let's not get into the mystics here, and let's just keep to what's real. And we don't need to use the mythic angle here. Can we just keep to what's real and try to put that finger in the on the ground? You know, that's we say that in Norway. It's an expression to keep things real. Ethernet. Let's not. We don't need the Ethernet. Um, so yes, we have books. Absolutely, Maxa. We have books. Books are important. It's gotten to the point now where some authors refuse to have their books published digitally because of the piracy and because of AI. Um, they have a point, actually. So, um, okay. Many of the things you predicted didn't happen. Any thoughts on that? Really? I would say many of the things I predicted did absolutely happen. I wish they didn't. Um, yeah, Ståle Hansen says, haven't owned a cell phone in 8 years now. Try it. Absolutely. Um, yeah, we need to address that. Sheki, thanks a lot for that. We need to address that because the smartphone is a fantastic thing, okay? But it can't be. I don't think there are many people out there who, if they're being completely honest, is able to use it in a healthy way. I don't think so. Either you're addicted to it, or your your employer makes you stressed because you have to check your phone all the time. And when you have that on you, it becomes part of you. It feeds the internet. No, sorry, it feeds the AI machine learning. And I wish people could realize this. And when you sit down on the toilet, you feed that information to the AI machine learning. Okay, because of the motion sensors in your phone. It's actually that bad. Um, so yeah, and I'm glad that my appearance is far from perfect here. And because I think that if you've been on YouTube, for a while, and you have this perfectly smooth skin, suit, green screen generated background, and you have a popular channel. If you have a channel like that and it's popular, it's going to be AI generated, copied, taken away from you in the near future. So, you know, I don't see AI copying this. Why would they? um, you know. So, danger, danger, high voltage. Says I still like your videos. Are you implying even though I was wrong? I was not wrong. Please, come on. You see, um, we're not going to go back and look at every single video that I've made. There is a difference between having a conversation about the possible outcome, which I have done several times, and also saying this is going to happen, which I've said several times. And I think all of those things did happen. But you need to realize this, and you need to realize this pretty soon, okay? Or you'll be in trouble. Almost said a rude word there. Information is being hidden from you, okay? So I'll give one example. The armed conflict in Ukraine. It led to a shortage of calories, right? Let's just put it that way. And I said that was going to happen, and it did happen. Now, they did manage to negotiate some deal that took grain out, but it was a bit too late for some people. Now, you didn't notice that if you're in Europe, and then you can then danger, danger, high voltage. I'm just giving an example. Then you can sit there in the Western world and say we didn't have any food shortage. Those conspiracy theorists are all crazy. You know what? We did have a food shortage, and it was actually we were going to have it anyway. And it was made worse because of that conflict I just mentioned. It's just that it happened in Africa, you know, and people are like, we don't care about that. Those people down there, it's so far away. It's so far away, and it's not even in the headlines. With it in headlines, can't compete with the latest breakups of celebrity couples and shit like that. You know. So, and here's a funny one. The Biha Saudi. Why are you Islam? And then another word connected to that, phobic. I'm not. Are you? Not being a Muslim and saying that I think people would have a better life if they're not a Muslim. You know, I absolutely think that. Um, that's not being what you just said there. It's just my opinion. I think I have good reason to say that. Um, you need to get your facts right here. The Woodlander, good to see you as always. Freedom, my friend. We need to fight for that. You know. Um, MJJ Lee. Why are there less truthers than sleepers? I think because it's painful and it takes character to be a truther. You'll be constantly attacked, and there's a price to pay. Um, there's a price to pay. Jonas is asking, are there any Muslims watching? Yeah, of course, of course. Lots of good people with of the Muslim faith, and Jewish people, Christian people, Norse heathens, uh, Celtic heathens. Lots of different people are watching. I don't care. uh, I mean, it's like it's. I'm not your dad. You can have what faith you want. It's I'm not here to decide for you. Um, so yeah, Shaky Power says mixed group of cool guys and gals. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, there's a very small fly here in this room. Okay. Says who? You? Concerning the people here? I don't know if you're referring to that. Well, I know because I've been doing a lot of these live streams. So I know that. Okay. Um, Back to spy fly. Yeah, it's an AI generated fly that they have sent to spy on me. Now, we know of course that me saying this is obviously I'm saying this on YouTube, so they know what I'm saying. So okay, um, yeah. Moxa says it takes courage, intelligence, integrity, and on top of that, there's no visible reward for doing it. More so, there can be punishment if your opinion contains bad thing. Absolutely, I've felt the punishment, and I'm feeling it every day. Um, and I would add being what people call a truther. I like truth seeker better because I don't know the truth. Just know that I will seek the truth. And also, let me add to that, it takes a lot of reading books. Okay. And that's difficult for some people. CHS Bjorn radio would be awesome. Well, thank you for saying that. I'm getting more views here on my live streams than on my videos. So maybe you have a good point there. I want to look into podcasting, um, and do that off this censorious, is that correct? Platform. I'm not there yet, but I'm looking into it. um, so a Bjorn cast. Well, says last two Keen 6-7. Speaker is worth looking into. I'm, you know what? I've never even listened to a podcast, so I need to do some looking into that. Vex is saying make some winter bushcraft. I'm going to do that. If I'm going to video it, I don't know. YouTube being what it is, I don't know what's the point. They hide those videos. It's like there's a bit of work into making videos, and when YouTube just does this every effing time, which they do now, what's the point? So um so yeah, I know. um I'll be doing them for you guys, but it is a little bit disheartening, that they're doing that every time. It's been like that for more than 2 years. So yeah, I think we are. I know the Woodlander. I've seen it. The Woodlander says all my videos are squashed by YouTube. Shame. Yeah, shame. Shame. Um, and I'm beginning to think that videos that are, how should I put this? Silly videos. And this is okay. Let's just call this a conspiracy theory because I don't know. It's just a feeling I'm getting. Okay, outdoors videos. If they're real, they're not silly. They're not like, oh, let's hide in this snowstorm here. We're going to die almost in every video, and oh, it's extreme and stupid things like that. But if it's real, like you can learn something from the video, and this is how it is. This is, you know, nothing dramatic. It's just that it's going to get effing cold if it can't make a campfire, and if you don't know how to keep the warmth in your lava, for instance. A video like that, keeping it real, it seems like they are always pushed down, while the stupid videos go up. Okay. Is it because some people don't want us to learn how to survive in a difficult situation? I don't know. It's just I'm beginning to suspect that. I don't know. Or maybe people they don't care about real things. They just want some easy entertainment like the food. They don't want real food. They just want some easy digestible crappy food. I don't know. Marty, yes, we are live. Absolutely. Um, I don't think there are any yoga pant girls who wants to go camping with me. No. Um, okay. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Let's not get further into that. It's just depressing. And I know several YouTubers who have in the outdoor section or niche who have quit uh, because I used to watch their videos, but the competition from I have to say this typically two kinds of people: young girls and people who try to sell drama. Oh, it's so dangerous. Oh, it's -5 Celsius. Oh my God, it's a snowstorm. And, those people. Uh, the competition seems to be like, people seem to prefer that, or YouTube thinks that people prefer that. Um, so, yeah. So, I don't know. I used to watch Far North, Bushcraft, and Survival. Where is that channel now? I wish he could come back. Um, yeah, they're LARPers, absolutely. Okay, so we're going to get to the end of this live stream. And Artist Meets Film says adults care. You have to understand kids just having fun started YouTube. Well, that might be partly true, but you know what? Those were not the people who built YouTube. Content creators providing real good content built YouTube, not those making stupid videos, actually. And I have proof for that. Yeah. Patricia, yes, science videos. Yes, I am. Yeah, absolutely. That's good as well. So, Nero Sukram, thanks a lot for the donation. That's very kind of you. Um, which of my books should you read first? I think the first Jomsviking novel, the first in the series. They have different names in other depending on which language you are going to read them in. They're not in English as per today. If people are watching this in the future and this live stream appears on replay, suggested to them by some miracle, that might be different. Maybe by then they are available in English. I don't know. Baldin, Harper, thanks a lot for that awesome donation. Thanks a lot. Um, yeah, John Connors, isn't that funny? Most prepper channels are talking nothing but politics. No, it's not just you. I have noticed that as well, and I know why. It's because people are upset and worried, and they watch. They are, and there's a lot of anger and hate out there, and the prepper channels capitalize on that. Um, so they talk politics and they feed people opinions that they feed people what people want to hear. And then if you make a video like um, one content creator who is continuously providing good content is Survival Lily, because she will give you some updates on the political and economic situation in Europe, but also she will talk about potatoes, for instance, even though she knows that probably that those videos will get lower views. That's integrity. We need integrity. Uh, so, um, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of, there are, let's just say there are two kinds of preppers or prepper channels out there. There are those who really, it feels like they use prepping as kind of a stage for their political backwards views. I'm sorry to say this. And they seem a little bit simple minded. And you have those out there. And then you have prepper channels who, good people. They might be Christian, they might be Muslim, they might be heathens, they might be atheists. I don't care. But people who are mainly occupied with being prepared. That's in the word, right? And yeah, okay. We have all seen this. No, Diana says YouTube has been around longer than the kiddos. Us 40 plus people, this was our platform. You're exactly right there. Larry, thanks a lot for the donation. Thanks a lot. Christopher, yes, of course you can. I'll just scroll down here. I'll tell you something funny about YouTube. Did you know it started as a dating platform? It did. And then people started to, provide content there, and it grew into something more than that. That's apparently how it is, actually. Um, so, um, okay. So, I can't see your comment now about Napoleon. I'm not an expert on Napoleon. I have to admit. Uh, did they say that the Bible was no mere book, but a living creature against which all who oppose it will be conquered? Well, okay, makes no sense. Wonderful channel on 18th century life and cooking is Townsend's. Absolutely. Wycliffe says my daughter 21 read 1984. She was shocked. Yeah, yeah. That's prophetic, that book. Um, okay. I have I have not an old Viking cookbook, but I have a cookbook of Viking recipes. But the problem is, there's like takes a lot of time, and you cook like the whole animal and so on. um, uh, yeah, I don't have time for trolls now. I was just going to, you trolls at this point. It's like I don't even have the energy to click on your get rid of you now. So that you're embarrassing yourself. You know? So okay, yeah, they did cook in the ground sometimes. It's a method used by many different cultures. Okay, so we're going to end this live stream now. Thank you for joining and being part of this community. I really hope I responded to all the super chats. Let's quickly have a look. I think I did. Yes. Thank you, Angela, and thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. All you guys are wonderful. And Fish Tank, I saw you. Yeah. Okay. So here's the dog waking up. Okay. I have to go. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon.